what's up? What's good, everybody? What's good, anybody? What's happening? It's your boy One Man Gang, coming back with another. Shout out to everybody that's been showing love, support on anything that I've done, on any platform. Appreciate it. Stay tuned. More to come. But I want to get on today and discuss Canelo. I ain't really got on the Canelo topic in a minute, man. Yeah. My thing, because I dropped the video about a month or so ago saying Bud was getting his wish to fight Canelo just because of some rumors, and that's the shit about boxing. That's what kind of made me not, slow down on dropping videos, because too many rumors. You don't know what's true, and I came in saying I don't really want to touch on no rumors, but shit was coming out like it was facts, even though it hadn't been official, still was being reported as facts. And yeah, so I fell for it. I thought Bud was gonna get to fight Canelo, Benavides or Charlo was gonna get a fight. The other Charlo was fighting him too. It's not happening. I mean, right now I don't know what's happening. I just want to talk about the excuses that are used, that should let people know that there's some bullshit going on. Canelo will come out. Let's talk about with Bud anyway. Why I think there's more to what Canelo's saying than he won't get no credit for fighting Bud or beating Bud. I think he's scared. I think he see a threat in Bud and he don't know if he can beat that. And losing to him would really hurt more than winning. I get that. It would. It'll do more bad than winning would do good. Because people gonna go in expecting you to win. And deep down, the man probably can beat you. Because the excuse was you're getting no credit, he's too small. But when has that ever been an issue with Canelo choosing to fight? He brought Amir Khan up to 160. He wasn't never known as the top pound for pound fighter in the world, and coming out one of the best victories, a damn good victory. I just leave it like that, like Bud got last year. And let me say this though, because I call shit straight down the middle best I can. I like Bud, and I'm a boxing fan, so I have no choice but to like Bud. But yeah, I'm an Errol Spence fan, at the end of the day. When it comes down between the two, I choose Errol. But just in case, that's for everybody who ain't seen this before. I ain't one of those guys that's just so biased that I gotta call it one way. Straight for the person that I support, but the most, because I support all that I can in any way that I can, buying their fights and shit. But I just want to say that real quick. So, because I know how y'all Canelo people go, y'all like to come in and, with that bullshit. Same way y'all tried to do, same way y'all do when every time somebody bring up Floyd whooping Canelo. I seen the video, and they was too bad Floyd's pillow fisted. Man, them pillow fists was knocking the shit out of Canelo. Bumped his ass up. We call them the numps. That boy was some numps, man. Or some guy left him with some may nots. They may go away, may not. You know what I'm saying? Fucked them up. I don't sleep on pillows that hard. Them kind of pillows y'all sleeping on, so yeah. But that's how y'all do. But anyway, yeah, you ain't had no problem calling up these other guys. Josecito Lopez came up to fight you at 154 after who's it, Victor Ortiz, beat Victor Ortiz, and Josito Lopez that just fought Victor Ortiz. Just moved up one fight at 147. You already bring them to 154, 2 weight classes above. You ain't never had a problem fighting nobody from a lower weight class. You fought Jamel Charlo recently. For y'all that's gonna come out like that was a long time ago, yeah, well, he just fought Jamel Charlo. That shit wasn't a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So, don't want to fight Bud, you know, which, alright, you get to choose who you want to fight, right? Because you Canelo. But then you come out a while ago, say you don't fight, you're not fighting no more Mexican fighters. Now they saying you trying to line up Jaime Munguia. They is the boxing world, boxing Twitter, you know, them folks. They say you trying to get at Jaime Munguia, but you don't fight Mexicans though, right? But then I think that was just a ploy or a way to get out of fighting Benavides. Yep, that's what it looked like, my guy. Like you was just trying to get out of fighting Benavides because you said, what has he done? He hasn't done anything, right? He ain't done nothing, right? But he won them belts that you was chasing after. You went chasing out the belts that Benavides had to drop. You know? Come on now. This seatbelt turn my ass up. You know? So, what's up with that? Then they say they offer you, what, 65 to fight one fight, man? And Benavides was supposed to get 5. And his folks say he ain't want that fight, Canelo. He say, y'all boy Canelo didn't want that fight. Why? What are you doing, man? You the best, right? You the face. But you ain't putting on like you making your fans believe you are. You know? They love to call Florida cherry picker. But you the ultimate cherry picker. Straight up. Yep. You picking cherries and throwing them back. Nah. Especially after you ate that bad cherry that you were trying to get from that Bevo fight. You're extra cautious now. You let the Europeans alone, didn't you? It's crazy, man. The excuses and the lies and stuff people tell just to protect Canelo and his legacy. And we've seen several times shit that, yeah, the dude is not who y'all think he is. When he lose, y'all make excuses for him. He begged for the Floyd fight. Then y'all made excuses for him after he lost. He was too young. But if the shoe was on the other foot, he was a 36-year-old, 37-year-old, however old Floyd was, and Floyd was 23, Floyd would have spanked his ass. And you know that, especially him being a smaller fighter. Floyd would have spanked his ass, man. Yup. I dare y'all to come on here with this shit. Today. You better wait till tomorrow, because today I got time today. Yup. Nothing but time. So come with that foolishness about y'all boy and his actions. You know? We all the way up into March. I don't know, he fighting on Cinco de Mayo because they can't get it right. And then everybody was saying that, people were saying that he, you know, PBC cut ties with him now. What's the dude name? Glazer. I think it was Glazer that said that Canelo was working with PBC to get a Jaime Munguia fight. kind of lost me at, because Rick Glazer is his name. It's the same dude that had, I mean, one thing I remember was him saying Earl's career was done. He wouldn't fight ever again. Even when he was announcing fights and shit, he started trying to backtrack and say he ain't say it like that. He meant it like this and that type of shit. But yeah, lost all credibility because he was so adamant that that was it. There's a couple other things I've seen, man. It's just dudes be talking out of both sides of their mouths, man. You know, so yeah, him saying that, I don't know how true that is either. But I've seen that he was saying that. And if it is, it just shows you how crazy boxing is right now, man. It's so fucking crazy. Just 2024 is not starting out good for boxing. I mean, the fights that's been announced, some good fights, but all of the confusion is just it's frustrating, and it left me like, man, what am I making a video on? You know, I want it to at least be something that's a fact. You know, I really don't want to touch on rumors, and I found myself doing it, just, you know, kind of relying on people and their sources. So I'm gonna try to stay away from that again. Hopefully I can, but I don't fall into them traps. Real, man. But yeah, boxing, man, that's one thing I say. Nowadays, dudes getting paid for boxing, getting paid very well for boxing, compared to guys in the 80s, you know. But the 80s guys was fighting each other. You're seeing some damn good fights. Wasn't as much hesitation as it is now. I mean, you know, you had some, you know, everybody waited on the Sugar Ray and Hagler fight for I don't know how long, you know. Definitely, you know, boxing was very corrupt back then. Shout out to my guy, Quincy Taylor. Sat and chopped it up with Quincy for a minute. I wish I could have recorded it. Gonna have to get something recorded, because this story is something that people that love boxing and entering, you know, new fans or people that's been around. I've been watching boxing, you know, before I knew who Quincy Taylor was. And like I was telling you, my favorite fighter at one point was Gerald McCullum. That was my guy. I remember watching Buddy McGirt come on like NBC or some shit, fighting and shit. I think him and Pernell Whitaker fought on like a broadcast channel or something. I might be wrong, but Buddy McGirt used to fight on them like local TVs here. I used to see him, even though he ain't from here, but I used to see him. But anyway, yeah, the boxing was corrupt as fuck in the 80s, man. All kind of crazy shit. Dudes getting letters left on their windows, you know, actual threats, cut out letters, threatening families, they win. Some dudes getting things actually happening to them. Dudes getting they weed laced with drugs. All kind of crazy shit. Then the promoters was just, you know, about their paper. And two of the people that he said was supported him the most surprised me, you know. And I don't know if it should have, but Bernard Hopkins was one, the executioner. He mentioned Bernard Hopkins as a dude, you know, that always showed love after, you know, he was going through what he went through. You know, man was fighting without an ACL. Picture that, man. Got a wrap on his leg and come to find he didn't even have an ACL in his shit. You know, so after injuring his shit, they forced him to get back into a fight 3 months later, and he lost his belt. But that was part of the corruption. That's part of the corruption. Boxing, boy, these folks down here is fucking hot. Just the way they was moving their fighters, and some of the trainers was moving their fighters, setting them up. You so they can get some extra money on the back end or the front end. Man got a lot of good stories. Some shit you can't, I wouldn't advise him to repeat, because but a lot of it, man, is definitely some stuff that's a lot of people don't know what's going on that can be retold. And the other person, he said he wished he would have got with Don King sooner. Don King, although Don King is known for fucking over people, Don King was making motherfuckers rich, making them millionaires. And that's something he didn't get to get. He was under Bob Arum, and I don't know who else in between, but ended up coming back and after a brief retirement and getting with Don King, who he said looked out for him. We talked about the Sugar Ray Leonard sparring, the regrets he had with going forward with that sparring, because him sparring Sugar Ray at that time, they told him he needed to turn pro. So he went and got 3 quick fights in, just so he could get Sugar Ray sparring him, and felt like that was what was going to take him, elevate his name, and he was hoping, or had the expectation, that Sugar Ray would get behind him and give him a push as well. But he didn't. None of that happened. He still made a name for himself. Just was a little rougher road to get to where he wanted to. But what he wished he would have did was just stay amateur. He was trying to get on I think it was the '88 Olympic team. Had a good shot of doing that because he was nationally ranked. Probably was already qualified for it, but again, he gave it up because he felt like that Sugar Ray Leonard sparring would be a bigger opportunity, and dealing with him now, because he trained my son. He's not really big on stuff like that. But yeah, it's a long, man. He got a lot of good stuff. Shout out to Robert Bird, shout out to Booker Kid, all the dudes he was naming as we was talking. But yeah, definitely some corruption going on there. I don't know how I got off on that, but yeah, y'all stay tuned, man. Hopefully I can get Quincy on, or get him to do an audio with me. He don't want to get on camera, even though he don't mind taking pictures and stuff. I don't know, if he want to do the videos. Yeah, I brought it up to him, but we ain't really take it to that next step. I ain't want to push it too hard, because it ain't really for me. It's for the fans and for him. I don't want to make it seem like which I don't know, but with YouTube, I ain't benefiting from it. So all it's doing is just getting out there. I just feel like it's interesting. Me being a guy that loves history, I feel like, because I'm asking all kind of questions, shit I just want to know. I'm like, man, could you call Bob Arum now and call, like, y'all still on speaking terms? He was like, nah, we don't fuck around, but I don't know if there's no hard feelings or nothing. It's just, you ain't talked to somebody in so long, you get just something that you just don't do, Bob probably felt some type of way, but somebody was around spreading lies on my guy, saying that he was deteriorated, his body was breaking down. Ended up going, to the doctor, to wherever he went to, and was told, man, he was good. Outside his knee, his bones was great. But yeah, they was making all kind of lies about the man, trying to hold him back. Definitely a Dallas great. And if you're from Dallas or anywhere nearby, DFW, North Texas, you don't know about Quincy Taylor, then check him out. My boy Thomas Lowe has a video right now, like a highlight video he made. Or you can just go back and watch his old fights, Check him out, man. Man got some boxing skills, and he was knocking niggas the fuck out. 28 wins, 24 knockouts. And he was a southpaw, like our boy Earl. Quincy was at 154 though, fighting. I was bringing up dudes to him. He was like, yeah, I'd have whooped his ass. He wanted to fight some dude. He wanted to get fight Roy Jones. I think they might would have lined it up in the amateurs if he would have kept going. A few other people he named, but we'll say that for another day. Appreciate everything. Shout out to my folks on IG, Instagram, showing support and love. DFW_news you can use, and that just came from a K104 thing I used to hear all the time. And they used to be like, news you absolutely and positively cannot use. So I wanted to say news you can use. Somebody was like, you got that from something, but nah, that's where I got it from. Me just doing the opposite of that, because I used to love me some K104 in the morning, Skip Murphy in the morning team. Used to hear that all the time, so that's what's up with shit. I'm about to get to my destination. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I appreciate you. Anybody that stayed tuned for the whole thing, shout out to everybody showing love and viewing this video. Y'all have a great day.